Hold on to your hats, folks, because the NFL just got a whole lot more interesting. DeAndre Hopkins, one of the league's most electrifying wide receivers, has been traded. That's right, you heard me correctly. This blockbuster deal sent shockwaves through the league and has everyone buzzing. Hopkins is a game changer. He's a dynamic playmaker who can turn any catch into a highlight reel moment. Teams will now have to game plan around him, and defenses will be working overtime to try and contain his explosive talent. This trade is a reminder that in the NFL, anything can happen. Just when you think you have it all figured out, the unexpected occurs, and the entire landscape of the league shifts. Buckle up, everyone, because this season just got a whole lot more exciting. So, where did Hopkins land? The Arizona Cardinals won the sweepstakes and welcomed him to the desert with open arms. This move immediately bolsters their offense and makes them a serious contender in the NFC West. The Cardinals already had a rising star quarterback in Kyler Murray, and now they've paired him with one of the best receivers in the game. Talk about a match made in football heaven. This dynamic duo is poised to light up the scoreboard and give opposing defenses nightmares. With Hopkins on board, the Cardinals' offense becomes multi-dimensional and incredibly dangerous. They now have the firepower to compete with the best of the best, and I wouldn't want to be the team lining up against them. Now, let's talk about what this trade means for DeAndre Hopkins. This move could be a career-defining moment for him. Playing with a young and talented quarterback like Kyler Murray gives him a chance to shine and potentially reach new heights. Hopkins is eager to prove himself in Arizona and show the league that he's still at the top of his game. He's hungry for a championship, and the Cardinals provide him with a legitimate chance to compete for one. This trade could be the fresh start that Hopkins needs to cement his legacy as one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. I, for one, am excited to see what he can accomplish in the desert. Section 4. Fantasy Football Frenzy. Time to adjust your roster. Attention, all fantasy football fanatics. This trade just shook up your fantasy leagues big time. DeAndre Hopkins is now a must-start WR1 in all formats, and his value has skyrocketed. If you're lucky enough to have Hopkins on your roster, congratulations, you've just hit the jackpot. Get ready for a season filled with monster performances and fantasy points galore. For those who missed out on drafting Hopkins, don't fret just yet. Keep a close eye on the waiver wire and be prepared to spend big if you want to add him to your team. Trust me, he's worth every penny. Section 5. Cardinals and Texans. Winners or losers? So who came out on top in this trade? The Cardinals certainly made a splash and significantly improved their team. They're now considered a force to be reckoned with in the NFC. The Texans, on the other hand, received a package of draft picks and players in return for Hopkins. This move gives them flexibility and assets to rebuild their roster. However, losing a player of Hopkins' caliber is never ideal. Only time will tell which team truly benefited from this trade. It will be fascinating to see how both teams fare in the seasons to come. Section 6. You make the call. Was this trade a touchdown or a fumble? There you have it, folks. The DeAndre Hopkins trade has sent shockwaves through the NFL. It's a move that has the potential to reshape the league's landscape. Now it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think of this blockbuster trade? Did the Cardinals make a smart move by acquiring Hopkins? Or did the Texans make a mistake by trading away their star receiver? Let me know your thoughts. Hit me up on Twitter and join the conversation. This is a trade that will be debated for years to come.